Today we're talking about clearing and cleaning energies, and it's such a great opportunity to do that because we are doing that with the metals that came in for my next project. Hey, this is Stargaard, international artist and owner of Stargaard Art. This year, I have committed to opening up my studio to you to share the creative process and spark the light of inspiration and creativity inside of you. Let's do this. Clearing and cleaning, seeing the potential of what they are and moving forward is super exciting to do because it takes us there. It's going to take this sculpture into beauty, to positive, to this amazing connection with nature. Nothing but good. So super grateful for today and the work that we're doing in the shop, and we're just going to keep working. Worried is not fitting. That's not good. That's not good. Gotta fit together. I'm truly blessed in my shop that there's very few times that are yucky or hard. And it's interesting when that energy moves in, and it moved in with having to contract part of this job out and then bring it into my shop. And with recycled metals, I clear the energy and it's fine. This is just a different kind of energy that's happening. So it's a little different. Probably experience this too, where other people don't hold up their end of the bargain. But bottom line, this is my life, this is my project. I chose the contractor. I made all those choices, so this is ultimately my responsibility. And with that, I've got to do the best that I can, and shifting my energy now is going to be very necessary because being upset and angry or disappointed, any of those kinds of energies don't serve. Time to breathe, raise my vibration, fix what's been done that needs to be fixed because the piece deserves it. I can feel what this piece wants to be. This piece is going to be so elegant and beautiful, different, and creating a connection between people and nature. With that, it takes a lot of respect. It takes a lot of self-love. It takes a lot of understanding and even patience. So with that in mind, I am going to stop working for now. I'm going to breathe, clear the energy, and get back at it in the best possible way. We all have flaws. We all have things that aren't the greatest about ourselves, and I am not going to let any of those things hold this project back. It's just time to raise the vibration, love it like crazy, and at the end of it, it is going to be singing, just singing in the fluid realms with nature and humans together. I'm going to get it. It's going to happen. I'm excited. Now I'm excited. Already that's lifted. Feels better already. Clearing and cleaning energy, be it negative energy, whatever you want to call it. If you just want to shift it, I do a couple things, but for the first one is I hold the vision of what I want it to be, the whole picture, the whole of what its potential is, and the essence of the highest good of that. That's the starting point for me. And clearing and cleaning the energies that were, thank them and move them on, because it's only just changing now. It's just changing. And if something is sticking around and continuing to come up or infiltrating my world, then I have to look at my attachment to the story of what that negative energy is. And most importantly, make sure that I take this as an opportunity to clear and clean my own energy. And that's super exciting. So it's just one more opportunity to become more of who I am in the highest sense of things. That's what I'm working on in my shop today, and I'm really grateful to this sphere and to the energy of connection, because even though that's not something the negative energy that came in with this, even though that's not something I pay attention to too much, it showed up. And so it's just a great opportunity to clear and clean that. So I'm using my stones today to help clear that. I'm using my vision. I'm letting go of the old stories. And also something that I do that's really cool is I burn lavender and cedar, sometimes other herbs too, but that helps me, that smudge, that energy clearing. It helps me envision it just clearing and cleaning away, and it smells really good and it makes me feel really good. And the lavender is to bring in the feminine energy and the softness and the gentleness with that, because the work that I do is so hard and so masculine that the gentleness of the lavender is super sweet. And as far as a remedy goes for the essential oils, it's also a burn remedy, which I think is just, it's such a good fit for me. The cedar for me is for forgiveness. And they just smell so good. They're so powerful in cleaning. So that's what's up. One of my favorite ways to clear energy is to use natural stones. So I have two of my favorites in there in my pocket. And the first one is selenite. Selenite cleans and clears beautifully on a high vibration, and it's so lovely. It does such a nice, clean job. So that's one of them. And then my other one is shungite, and this one is a stone from Russia, and it clears the really thick, heavy, gnarly, low vibrational energies. So I'm super grateful to this. So the two of these, isn't that interesting that they're black and white, and you got the yin and the yang, and you've got the dualities here, and together they create balance, which is really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So how I use them and what I do is that with the materials and the metals that are in my shop, if something is just a little bit stuck and I'm not getting the pure, clean feel from it to create the new and having it bring in that new essence of what I'm asking it to, then I just put these puppies out together with them and just lay them together and just let it clear and do its job, and I don't even have to be around to do it. So that's one of my favorite things. And then sending a super big love to every bit of the essence of this metal that came in and to my own essence, because the two are mixing and joining, and I'd rather for that to happen in a loving, higher vibration than any other place, because that's how the art becomes magical. Side note is I lost a piece of footage that was super crucial to my story about creating this piece. So I have to shift to story time because I no longer have the footage. So in the very beginning of this sculpture, yeah, you guys know Daisy, right? We are talking about clearing and the cleaning of the piece. And during that time, in my sink was the first creature that showed up. And it was a huge spider. And when I say huge, its leg and its body spread was easily well over a 50-piece set, so it was pretty big, and it was fierce. Cool spider, way cool, super aggressive. And when I was videoing him and I got him out of sync and I was showing him to you and videoing it, man, it got pissed off, and it stood on its back 4 legs, and it stuck its other 4 legs up in the air and was like, totally angry, and which is identical in a lot of respects to the energy that this piece came in with that I needed to clear and clean. So super pivotal, and it also spoke to me about, it began the thread about this piece being about connection between the human and nature. So super cool part of that. And I just needed to tell you about that guy, because as we go through the rest of the series, that guy is pretty important, and it's really neat. So things you have to remember about him: he was big, and he was fierce, or she, whichever it was. I don't know what it was, but it was something, and it scared me. It scared me, and I was so afraid it was gonna jump on me and bite me. I mean, I was like, and I safely got it outside, and you're not supposed to get in the bucket. More. And it got it outside, and safely released it. So I needed to fill you in on that part. Okay, here we go. Back to the story. I was thinking about my sculpture that I'm working on right now, and I was thinking about that little spider. And, the spiders mean connection. And I was thinking about how fierce it was in the dish that I was holding, and it had 4 legs that were down, propping itself up, and then it had 2 other legs that were just like, and 4 other legs that were going up. And I was thinking how I was scared of it, and it was scared of me. And there was a lot of energy there. And I was thinking about how We have been programmed since the beginning of time for our safety and survival, and that was just a small example of it. I'm cooking breakfast. And then I was thinking about the piece, and I was thinking about some of the issues that I've had with the piece because it's taken forever for me to get my hands on the piece. It had to go back to the foundry and things like that, and I take full responsibility for all of that, but it's just an interesting energetic dynamic between it. And we've been talking about clearing and cleaning energy, and sometimes I'm not able to let go as quickly as I would like to. So all I can do is send love to myself and send love to peace and hold that vision of what it's going to be, and not get lazy and fall back on old thoughts and old ways of believing, because our mental capacity and what we can do now is absolutely phenomenal. We are evolving into these extraordinary leading edge creatures that are limitless. So I'm really excited to get out there in the shop today and bring that wisdom for myself into the sculpture. It feels easier, it feels smoother, and I'm excited. It's just, thank you, and thank you, little spider. You're awesome, you're fierce, and you're awesome, and I wasn't gonna hurt you, and you were scaring me, and I was scaring you, but it's all good. Thanks for watching Looking Into the Light with Stargaard Art. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked any of it, and don't forget to subscribe so that you'll get a notification when we do another Looking Into the Light. Bye, everybody.